see if anyone's home.
Hi.
Cool.
Good morning.
Welcome to Reach.
Okay, can we come in?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hey.
I happen to be free.
Day and time, write it down.
So what are we doing here this morning?
Well,
I know what we're doing. We're out supporting some local businesses, small businesses that are making, as Kelly would say, real impact in the Osceola County area, specifically downtown Kissimmee. And so I'm Keith with Positively Osceola. I am here with Bree Stefik from Osceola Arts and the Downtown Kissimmee Area Council.
Yes.
And we are like rocking it today because we got something like a superstar we're hanging out with.
Yeah, she's a local celeb, man.
She's shaking her head, but we're going to drag her into this moment that we've all been waiting for. Come on over.
Oh.
This would be Kelly Trace,
Hi.
owner of Reach and Headquarters Co-working. So I'm going to turn it over, ask Bree to kind of continue on.
Well, yeah. So if you've been following us, you know we're celebrating all of our small business owners in downtown and saying thank you and telling you all about the wonderful people that make downtown great. And Kelly Trace is definitely one of those. So good morning.
Thank you.
How are you? We've known each other for a very long time, so
And
I'm really excited
You're
to be
both
here.
having, I will say, both having great hair days.
Oh, well, thank you.
It's stupendous. Well, I'll move on.
Yeah, I'm blessed.
So, Reach, tell us about Reach. How did this all start? Because you're a local homegrown girl, so
Yeah.
give us the scoop.
I grew up in Kissimmee. My great-grandparents moved here in the early 1900s, and my parents met here. We built our life here, and I went to University of Florida, obviously, which is why I'm sporting my gator mask. And I just knew I wanted to move back here and like make a difference in my own community and take what I've learned from marketing and design and really help companies here grow and make real impact themselves. So I left my big corporate girl job and started my own company. I was in the UCF Business Incubator and graduated from that wonderful program. And you know, I knew I wanted to be in Kissimmee because this is where I grew up. And yeah, the community really supported us so much, and there was such a big need here for someone to do inbound marketing, which is what we do. And it's just been an incredible way to give back to the community and help companies, you know, make real impact themselves here in Osceola County.
That's awesome. And you've continued to grow. So you opened Reach in
2014.
2014, and it started out kind of small, right? I mean, definite
Just me.
definition of a small business. Just you, one.
Team of one.
Right? So now, all these years later, you've grown. We're in this beautiful space right here in downtown Kissimmee. And you've also kind of added a little bit more. You have Headquarters Co-working. Talk about that.
Yeah, when my husband Keith and I bought this building in April 2018, we wanted to do something different, so we tried to really pick like tech companies and people we wanted to partner with, people that my company works well with and could send business to, and so we were really intentional about who we picked. And so Positively Osceola is upstairs, which we love.
Obviously, her choices were fine.
We love having them upstairs. And then we have another company called Yak, which has done incredible stuff through the pandemic. They're doing like asynchronous voice like meetings and like productivity and communication tools for companies all over the U.S. And then we have another spot that is co-working, which is 5 shared desks. And you can get in there as little as $100 a month for 3 days a week. And just have a desk where you can come, do your work, do your conference calls, having mask malfunction. Do your conference calls, and really just get out of the house if you're distracted by kids or you need to like really, you know, when I first started, I worked in my spare bedroom, and I think as soon as I got an office, there was something really legit about that for myself and for my clients. And I was able to grow myself, charge more, you know, separate work and home life a little bit better. We have different memberships. Some include like a mailing address, some include permanent desks, some include business assistance and coaching. We also have Founders Night every 4th Monday. We have one coming up this Monday, which is called Before You Start Your Company, talk to these 3 people. Just talking about business licenses and taxes and depreciation and tangible tax and all the things that you really don't care about as a business owner but are so important to the success and your bottom line.
And so basically what I'm hearing is, to describe it differently maybe and not as well, is so micro businesses, small businesses that are home-based, that's one sector of people that could be that could be potential part of headquarters co-working, and then even some smaller businesses that really want to start getting themselves propelled in a different direction. And there's something very valuable, and we're representing Downtown Kissimmee Area Council. Something very valuable about being inside that community that you're trying to do work with, right? Awesome.
Yeah, and one of the things that's been kind of neat throughout the pandemic is I thought membership upstairs was going to really tank because everyone can work from home now. But we actually saw a surge in membership just because people were like, I cannot work at home with my kids
anymore.
And so we stayed fully operational, sanitizing, frequently. Our cleaning team came in an extra day just to make sure everything was tidy and ready for them every single day. And we actually saw a couple of major corporations, put some employees upstairs as well, so that they didn't have to work at home, but they could still go out. But they didn't have to go into the corporate office, which was really cool. I love working with founders. It's one of my favorite things to do. And my hope is to help them grow in a way that, the incubator program helped me when I was first starting. It's one of my favorite things to do.
So it really doesn't get any better for in marketing, especially locally for sure, in the Osceola County Kissimmee area than Reach. And the facilities here are awesome, and we want to be a part of it because it is an awesome facility, and we appreciate Kelly and her team. So why don't you tell us, somebody that's interested in finding out some more information about marketing. I think you've got a boot camp coming pretty soon, right?
Yeah, actually, so we are a little bit at capacity when it comes to Reach's workload, and I really didn't want to turn away businesses that are in need. And so we came up with this idea to host monthly boot camps. They're $500, and it's 4 weeks. There's classes every single week that are self-paced, and then we hop on a live call and walk you through each lesson, help you where are you stuck, where do you need to grow, and then at the end, it focuses on a one-on-one meeting so we can make sure you launch your first campaign with a bunch of success, and then we're going to be teaching a master class. After that won't start till April. I'm just trying to get the boot camp piece underway, but we're just about to wrap up our first boot camp that we held in January, so shout out to all my boot campers from this month. You guys are fabulous, and hosting that boot camp has just been really just a project of I love it. It's so much fun to watch an entrepreneur who is pre-revenue just start to build out their dream on paper and see that dream is possible, and to be a part of somebody's story when they're in those initial stages is just really special. So we do start with revenue, so I know it's kind of weird for a marketing company to be talking to you about money, but I think that's one thing that makes our company and our process unique is we start with what are your revenue goals? Because otherwise, if we're spending our time selling your product that is the lowest value, we're probably not going to make it to your revenue goal. So we start there, and then we talk about audience. We go in and look at your competitors, the SWOT analysis. We do a bunch of different stuff so that you're set up for success. My husband says, measure twice, cut once, and that's the whole point of this method is that you are, really taking your time to do your research so that when you actually execute a campaign, it's spot on. You know what you're talking about. You know what your audience's pain points are, and you're speaking to them at wherever they are in the particular stage of the sales funnel.
Awesome information and headquarters for sure. So why don't you give us as this thing starts to wobble, go ahead and give me the website for headquarters so people can reach out to.
Yeah, so the boot camp, if you're interested in that, you can go to radiatemethod.com. If you're interested in desk space, you can go to coworking@headquarters.com, AT, not the @ symbol. Coworking@headquarters.com, and then Reach is itsjustreach.com, spell it out.
A plethora of resources for you and your folks. Anybody?
So much great stuff.
Well, Bree, why don't you go ahead and close it out?
No, it's great. Well, thank you so much for taking the time, letting us in, so we can peek in on your day and all the wonderful things that you guys do here, not only in this building at Reach, but also upstairs at coworking@headquarters.com. So thank you again, and for all your chamber needs, man, come check us out, KissimmeeOsceolaChamber.com. I know Kelly's a big proponent and talks about, she just spoke about how it's really fun getting to help people off the ground, and that's kind of what also parallels exactly to what the chamber does, and they're great resources, and if you're not a member, dude, do it.
I was just going to say too that a lot of people don't know this, but when I first started my company, the chamber was my first check that I wrote. I always say check number 1001, And I have no regrets. I've certainly earned the business back, and I enjoy the work that we get to all do together to help other businesses and be champions for them and the community. And if you're considering the chamber and you're not sure, I'd be happy to talk one-on-one with anyone and make sure it's a good fit for you too.
Awesome, and the stabilizer is saying goodbye, so we will as well. So
No, we're just moving like
yeah, we're just kind of shaking around. My shoulder had to be a part of this particular broadcast. You know, it is what it is. It's real TV, folks. Anyway, well, we appreciate you guys very much, both. Certainly Bree Stefik from Osceola Arts and part of the Downtown Kissimmee Area Council, which, as she said, is part of the Kissimmee Osceola County Chamber of Commerce, and Kelly Trace, of course. We appreciate you taking the time. I know you're busy. We'd walk upstairs and show you some of those co-working spaces, but you know what? There are folks
People
up there working.
Yes.
So we'll sign off. Again, this is Keith with Positively Osceola, along with Bree Stefik and Kelly Trace. Together, we're making a positive difference in and around Osceola County. Thanks.